Hey there. So, let's talk about last Sunday. If you're anything like me, you probably felt a bit of a sting from that loss to the Buffalo Bills. The Chiefs' incredible run this season hit its first bump in the road. And yeah, it hurts. That 32-21 score ended our undefeated streak and snapped a 15-game winning run. But you know what? That's football, right? Sometimes even the best teams face a wake-up call. Now, here's the thing. This loss doesn't define the Chiefs' hits. Just one chapter in what could be an amazing season. Patrick Mahomes said it best. This is a chance for the team to refocus and fuel up for the challenges ahead. And honestly, I believe him. What about you? Do you think this loss will push the Chiefs to a stronger finish? Let me know in the comment side. Love to hear your take. And hey, before we dive deeper into Mahomes' mindset and what this game means for the season, take a second to subscribe to Total Chiefs. Your support helps us bring more Chiefs content to fans. Like you we're aiming for 2,000 subscribers. So, hit that button and join the crew. All right, let's break down how Patrick Mahomes is leading the team through this moment and why this loss might actually be a good thing. You've got to hand it to Patrick Mahomes. This guy knows how to lead, even when the chips are down. After the game, he stood in front of reporters and didn't shy away from the tough questions. Instead of dwelling on the loss, he reframed it. He said, "You can use it as fuel. We feel like we can play better, so we'll get back to work and try to use this as a spark." That's the kind of attitude you want in a leader, right? He's not making excuses or blaming anyone. Instead, he's pointing to the bigger picture. This team is focused on their ultimate goal, not just an undefeated season. Sure, the streak was nice, but Mahomes made it clear it's about building towards something even greater. Here's a question for you. Do you agree with Mahomes' perspective? Do you think losing now can actually help the team in the long run? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's see where the fan base stands on this. Mahomes also talked about how this game exposed areas where the team needs to grow, and that's a positive takeaway. Identifying weaknesses now, before the playoffs, could be the difference between just making it to the postseason and winning another championship. His focus on finding urgency throughout the entire game, not just in the clutch moments, is the kind of mindset that could elevate the Chiefs to an even higher level. Oh, and if you're loving this breakdown, don't forget to smash that like button. It helps more fans discover Total Chiefs. Let's grow this community together. Next up, we'll take a hard look at the mistakes that cost the Chiefs the game. Stay with me. There's a lot to unpack, and it's all crucial for understanding what comes next for this team. All right, let's get real. For a minute, Sunday's game wasn't just about the Bills playing well. The Chiefs made some costly mistakes, and those missteps ended up defining the game. Let's break it down. First, there were Mahomes' 2 interceptions. Painful, right? The first one set up a Bills touchdown, and the second one sealed the game for Buffalo during the Chiefs' final drive. We've all seen Mahomes work miracles in tight spots, but this time, it didn't happen. He admitted it himself. The team might have grown a bit too comfortable relying on late-game magic. And then there was the defense. Kansas City's D struggled to make the critical stops when it mattered most. Buffalo converted 9 of 15 third downs, including some in long-yardage situations. That's a tough pill to swallow. But the defining moment came late in the fourth quarter. With just over 2 minutes left, the Bills went for it on 4th and 2. If the Chiefs had stopped them, they would have had a shot at a game-winning drive. Instead, Josh Allen scrambled for 26 yards and a touchdown. That play was the dagger. Here's something to think about. How do you feel about the Chiefs' defense this season? Do you think they can step it up in crunch time? Drop your thoughts below. I'm curious to see what you think. It's not all doom and gloom, though. Mistakes happen, even to the best teams. The important thing is how the Chiefs respond. If they can clean up the turnovers and tighten up on defense, they'll be back to dominating in no time. Oh, and if you're enjoying this deep dive, why not share it with another Chiefs fan? Let's keep the discussion going and bring more people into the Total Chiefs community. Now I know what you're thinking. Was there anything positive to take away from this game? Actually, yes. Stick around, because next we're going to spotlight some of the bright spots that give us plenty of reasons to stay optimistic. Okay, let's take a step back and talk about the silver linings from Sunday's game. Because even in a loss, the Chiefs showed flashes of brilliance. That should make you feel hopeful for the weeks ahead. First up, Patrick Mahomes was spreading the ball like a magician. He completed passes to 11 different players. That's incredible. It shows just how deep this team is offensively. A standout performance came from wide receiver Xavier Worthy, who had a strong start and made some key plays early. And how about the tight ends? Noah Gray snagged 2 touchdowns, and Peyton Hendershot had a critical red zone catch. These aren't the usual big names, but their impact was huge. What does that mean for the Chiefs? It means the offense isn't just about Mahomes to Kells. It's evolving into a unit where anyone can step up and make plays. That kind of versatility is going to be crucial as the season progresses. What do you think? Should the Chiefs keep spreading the ball like this, or should they focus more on their star players? Cast your vote in the comments side. Love to see where you stand. Another thing that stood out was the team's ability to adapt. Even with the mistakes, they kept the game within reach until the very end. That resilience is something you can't teach. It's part of the Chiefs' DNA. By the way, if you're enjoying this breakdown, now's a great time to subscribe to Total Chiefs. We're building a community of die-hard fans like you, and your support helps us bring you more great content. Let's hit that 2,000 subscriber goal together. Let's talk about one of the NFL's most exciting rivalries right now, Chiefs versus Bills. Sunday's game was just the latest chapter in what's becoming a must-watch showdown every time these two teams meet. Yes, the Bills have now beaten the Chiefs 4 times in a row during the regular season. But here's the kicker. Kansas City is undefeated against Buffalo in the playoffs since 2021. That's what matters most, right? Patrick Mahomes was quick to give the Bills credit after the game, saying that's a really good football team. It's going to take your best football to beat great football teams. And he's right. The Bills came ready to play, and they deserved that win. But if history tells us anything, it's that these two teams are on a collision course for the postseason. What do you think? Are we destined for another epic Chiefs-Bills playoff battle? Let me know in the comments. Let's make this a debate. And while you're at it, who do you think has the upper hand if these two meet again? Drop your predictions below. Here's the thing about rivalries like this. They push teams to be better. Both the Chiefs and the Bills know they'll likely see each other again, and you can bet Kansas City will come back stronger. Before we wrap this up, don't forget to hit that like button and share this video with your fellow Chiefs fans. It helps us grow the Total Chiefs family and keeps this community thriving. Now, let's bring it home with a look ahead. What's next for the Chiefs, and how can they use this loss to fuel the rest of the season? So, here we are coming off a tough loss, but still, looking ahead with optimism. If there's one thing we know about the Chiefs, it's that they don't stay down for long. Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid have made it clear. This isn't about being perfect in the regular season. It's about getting better every week and being at their best when it matters most, the playoffs. The mistakes from Sunday's game, they're fixable. The bright spots on offense, they show that this team has depth and versatility. And the rivalry with the Bills, it's just getting started. This is the kind of challenge that makes great teams even greater. Now let me ask you, what's your prediction for the rest of the season? Can the Chiefs turn this into fuel for a Super Bowl run? Let me know in the comments. I want to hear from you. Before you go, don't forget to subscribe to Total Chiefs and hit that notification bell. Your support means everything, and we're so close to our goal of 2,000 subscribers. Together, we can make this channel the ultimate home for Chiefs fans. All right, that's it for today. Stay strong, Chiefs Kingdom. The best is yet to come.